Break for this.
How we look. That's this. That works too. Can't tell the video. That's my guy. I was gonna say you got my email. Huh? And you too.
We're gonna do like lifting training.
Yeah, we'll try.
You wanna come hang out?
What I do? I don't know.
Thank you, Caleb. Thank you, thank you. It's magic. I can't remember, I sat down and
Word.
the air kicked off.
Man,
That's amazing.
it's the little things in life.
It is the little things in life.
Old AC.
Katie and Owen were supposed to be on the run.
Will the new building have AC that works?
Yes.
And we'll be able to control it ourselves because we will own the building. Wow.
Yes.
Little things, right?
And if it breaks down, we'll be able to fix it. on our
Exactly.
schedule. Instead of relying on other people. Hey, Mike. Good, how are you? Come on in, grab a seat. Grab a seat, grab a seat.
Oh yeah, Adrian, I got water back like 4 days ago, so.
Congratulations. I needed to ask you if you had water
Yeah.
without lawsuit. You didn't have to sue anybody.
We went like 2 weeks and like 4 days without water on my house.
Not okay.
Well.
No, it was city, like the city water.
Yeah, not okay.
And my landlord did not want to do it about it. Wow. Wow. His original offer was $100 off of rent for the month.
Yeah. Dang.
For no water.
Quick discount.
All right, Mr. John, we're gonna go ahead and let you get started. I want to be respectful of your time. Know that we do have some people on Zoom. I will be monitoring the Zoom.
Yeah.
Keeping track of chats and all that good stuff. And in true realtor fashion, we'll have a few people straggling in here, so that's what we do.
It's all good. Awesome. Well, I'll go ahead and kick it off. Thank you guys so much for having me. John Showalter, customer success coach with Bright. We'll be talking about some changes in listing management today. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to just ask me. I do this online at times, so I'm just usually used to my speech of just come off mute, raise your hand, do all this stuff, and I have to adjust my in-person presenting. Yeah, so just let me know, and we'll probably have some time at the end as well for Q&A. So with that, we'll jump into it here. So we launched new listing management over the summer. It's available to everyone, so you guys have access to this right now. Let's go over here just a little bit. Kind of three main things that we're adding into this experience. Responsive design. So you can use listing management on your phone, log in to Bright. It's not an app. This is different from Nestle. You probably heard us talk a little bit about Nestle. You can't make edits, high level edits to your listings. This is full blown listing editing. So log in to Bright, go to listing management, and then you can go start a draft or with clients, edit listing that you have, all the things. So fully responsive on your mobile device. That's some AI functionality as well. that we built in, so being able to write photo descriptions using AI, which we'll demo in a second, as well as public remarks. So kind of expediting those two main things are kind of the two additional things that we built into this. And then all this is in the effort to kind of create more accurate, complete creative listings. So just again, expediting the process, create more accurate data, and get this flow for you guys going much more effectively. Like I mentioned, access anywhere in the system. Start on your phone, pick it up on your desktop, start on your laptop, pick it up on your phone, work from any device. One should be able to spend less time on manual data entry as well. So we've got some AI tools that we built into the box as well. I'll show you guys on how to kind of quickly, more accurately add in some additional data. And hopefully, improve the accuracy and quality of your listings. So that's what we're going to do here is, again, expedite this process, make it more effective and efficient for you all when creating listings. We do currently still have the legacy experience. I'll show you guys how to switch back and forth between new listing experience and legacy. I will warn you though, it is going away beginning of next year at some point. We don't have a hard and fast timeline, but we do want agents to get into the new experience, get comfortable, use it. There's no feature, I think it's maybe one that hasn't been added to the new experience so far. So again, definitely get into the experience, try it out, via feedback. Feel free to reach out to me. Happy to take that and pass it on to our team. But you can go back and forth to legacy as of right now. In the future, that will go away. All right, we'll jump in. Any questions before we hop into kind of a demo? Sweet.
So I just want to make sure, Drew, you have access to Bright. Jamie and Drew, like, do you have access to Bright? Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I just wanted to make sure we asked the newer agent.
Okay, so if you have great access issues, happy to connect you afterwards and troubleshoot that as well. So we're in listing management. How do we get to this screen? For those who are not aware, drop in the listing, drop down at the top, add edit listings, and that is this screen right here. You'll see a new toggle at the top, try new listing experience. Toggle that on, got a little pop-up here. Zoom back a little bit to my browser. Basically just letting you know what are the updates that we made. Like I mentioned, seamless mobile responsiveness across devices, auto-generating image descriptions, AI-assisted public remarks, key fields. If you guys missed something today, you want to take additional training, we're running these via Zoom on an ongoing basis to all Bright subscribers. So feel free to click that link, register. Adrian, that's a reference link for you as well. So if anybody today says, hey, I missed the training, just go grab that link, send it to them. They can take exactly what option that. We'll click on continue to new experience and we'll click on create new listing, top right. We have this available for all property types. So we'll select residential today, but any property type that you're working in, we do have this available. New listing experience is toggled on and we'll go ahead and click on next. So jump us into our actual screen here. Again, same pop-up as before, giving you all that same information about what this new experience entails. It's the first screen of that new listing management experience. So just a slight redesign, a little bit clearer, bigger map, and some two options up here at the top to add an address tax ID or proceed without tax records for those properties that are new construction. Don't yet have either. We also have this latitude longitude option. New feature, new option available. This is for the agents who may be working with land, even new construction, various things where this pinpoint is not dropping exactly where you want it on the map. You can just simply go to Google Maps, any other mapping software that exists out there, grab the latitude, longitude coordinates and drop that point exactly where you want it on the map as well. So we've had feedback from agents, and we're excited to add that feature in. We'll jump back to address and add in an address to import some data here. We'll scroll down, that pinpoint will drop in on the map, locating that property. You can use the bottom right here to zoom in and out on that pinpoint. You can also toggle the satellite view. See where that pin lies on that property. Move it around, of course, if you need to adjust it within the property boundary lines to make sure that that's correct. And then we'll scroll down property type, got residential set. You can move this to residential lease at this time, as well as additional property types. So if you want to move this to a different property type, at this point in the, adding a listing, you can do that as well. And then transaction participants. This is where you'll see yourself as the listing agent, obviously, and the ability to add co-list agent at this point. You can also add the owner's name and phone number there on the bottom. And then scrolling up, we've got listing assistant. This is very similar if you've used like the legacy experience at all to that kind of side-by-side view where you see those additional properties that you've pulled in, those records and kind of vertical format, you move those records, the ones that you want those values from the right side to the left side. We'll do the same thing, but we kind of compress that view a little bit here. So we have available records here, 2025 tax records. We've got a previous residential listing, a recommendations field, which we'll touch on in a second, as well as a previous 2021 and 2016 listing. So we'll turn on the 21 listing. And then this AI recommendation field is essentially our system recommending these 26 fields will change depending on what listing you're working with. But it's basically with 80% confidence saying these fields are not going to need to be changed once imported. So you can toggle it on, have some confidence that these fields are most likely accurate and complete. And obviously we'll review that information just for accuracy purposes. But you know, again, our system's kind of doing some work for you to expedite that process and pull those fields that are correct. We'll leave that off for now. Just wanted to explain what that field does. Come down to these two areas that need review, 9 fields that require your input. This is information that is conflicting between the 2021 listing, and the 2025 tax records. So we're going to want to select the most up-to-date information here, that being the 2025 tax records. You can obviously see we got that 2021 custom value received with none. Select any of those values. In this case, we will grab that 2025 tax information. As you click, you can expand or collapse any of these headers. Grab that information, collapse them as needed. I'll just click through all this real quick to grab these values. Any questions so far on any of this? Awesome. Anything in chat?
Yeah, okay.
So we'll open up this 89 field area that needs to be imported. This is going to show you all the information from that 2020 listing that is going to be carried over to the listing editor. Again, you're going to want to review all these headers and expand each of these headers to see the information that is included. Remove anything. Again, this is from 2021. That's not accurate, up to date, or correct information. I open this one as an example. Maybe the association fee has changed. Most likely, again, inflation's probably gone up. So we'll remove that value. Maybe the fee frequency possibly has changed to annual, so we can remove that as well. Once you remove any of the values from, again, any of these headers right here, it will then push it to the bottom of the screen where you can expand it and see those values that have been removed. If you made a mistake, you removed a value, you want to add it back up to the top, just click the plus symbol and it will just jump back up to the top before adding it into the listing. So that is how you add and remove those data points. We'll click on save, 2 green check boxes. We are ready to go. We also have this detect listing features down here at the bottom, where it'll detect for a basement, fireplace, HOA, or water-oriented features. Turning this on, it'll just enable it in the editor on the next page. So if it misses it for whatever reason, you can still make those edits. You can also manually turn these fields on as well. So if it misses it for whatever reason, just toggle those on, and you're all set. Set defaults down here at the bottom. We have this in legacy as well. If you're primarily using the same settings for your listings, 80-90% of the time, just come in here, make sure those options are set up. That way, in the future, when you're doing your listings, it's just a little faster. You don't have to preset each of these fields every time. These will just be, these fields will be preset in the future going forward, so you don't have to fill out all this information manually every time. So definitely recommend adding that info. Click on save and create draft listing. All right, so here are in the new editor. Again, just everything's a little bit bigger, clearer, I think just easier to read overall than the legacy experience. Right-hand side, we have these different headers, just like we saw on the previous screen, similar like legacy, the left-hand side with all those different sections. We can click to a section, jump straight to that information. We've got the red dots signifying those points of information that do need to be completed before publishing the system. See a handful of these that are red. Those are the required fields. Obviously, you're going to want to add in additional information as well, not just those red required fields, but those are the ones that are required before continuing. Up here at the top, you do have the ability to search or find a field or value. Currently, and I believe it's still a little bit broken, got a bug. So right now it is not autofilling, but I think we have a fix coming, I believe, in the next week or two. But if you start typing in a specific value, it'll drop down just like in the legacy experience. You can select that value, jump straight to that section within the editor and to keep that value. Fortunately, again, we've got a bug going on, so it's not autofilling for some reason. I'm going to scroll here to a specific section. And I can just show you guys what that looks like to add in values. So once you jump to that specific section, you can just, again, pop open this bottom screen, select the information that you want, search for it as well. So if you search for a specific value, just type in those first few letters, and you'll see it jumping to that section. Click enter, it'll add it in. So very, very straightforward, very easy to use to grab that data, those data points. We'll jump up to Media Center. Click to add in some photos and take a look at the AI generation for photo descriptions. We're going to pop up here. Again, we're using AI. Make sure you guys have probably all used AI tools at this point. It's possible that they can hallucinate, create inaccurate information or incorrect information. So again, you're the human in this experience. Make sure you're viewing this information for correctness and accuracy purposes. Click accept. We'll then click to browse. Add in some photos. There, those photos uploaded, you'll see it generating at the bottom. We do have this suggest AI generated photo descriptions toggle on, that is on by default, toggle off. And then coming down, again, pretty good start at writing this description. So charming home illuminated at twilight, modern kitchen with sleek design and light, charming note with artistic fireplace detail, and bright inviting home office retreat. So again, pretty, good first approach to writing this description. It's not going to be perfect. Going to depend obviously on the kind of the angle, lighting, just style of the home. So it should give you a pretty good start. But again, if it's incorrect and you need to make any edits, or you just don't like how it sounds, click the edit button, pop open this little editor. You can remove any of those details, delete, rephrase it, whatever it needs to be, and change it up. So again, easy enough to make those changes as needed. So this photo is main, delete, all from this editor as well. We don't yet have the photo editor from the legacy experience added into this as well. So if any of you all have used that editing feature for photos, that will be coming into this experience. We just haven't brought it over yet. So you can expect that soon. I'm not sure exact timeline, but soon enough we'll add it into the new experience. You can drag these around to reorder them, just like in legacy. You can select multi-select to delete, sort, and then top right you can also show hide these descriptions. If you want to bulk hide or bulk show those descriptions, you can do that from there. And then top right or top left, I should say, documents, virtual tours. Same as before. Click into each of those to add in those tour links, documents, and add those details. Any questions on? Yeah, relatively straightforward, I would say. Yeah.
I don't have questions about this in particular, but so when you move stuff over from the suggestions from like the 2021 listing or the 2025 tax records, where I'm finding issues is that it's not moving over the data like it did in legacy. So for example, and like yours up there has the same issue. So it doesn't show how many beds and baths because it didn't pull that data over.
Okay.
You have to go populate it.
Yep.
The other thing is that the lot size or the acreage or like beds, baths, Some of the other things, they don't populate over like they do in Legacy. So like I think I've put in like 6 so far in the past like 2 weeks. And I've just been finding myself going back to Legacy to populate that stuff. Because right now in the new model, I'm having to go into the tax record just to find the information when it should be pulling it.
From the bulk from the previous listing. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's great feedback. I'll definitely take that to our team and see if there's some kind of issue about there. And I can do that. So I appreciate that. It's good enough.
Do we have a date that Legacy is no longer gonna be?
So not specific, as of yet, that'll probably be communicated later this year. It'll most likely be sometime Q1 of next year. Yeah. Good questions. All right, let's jump next to remarks, internet settings. Let's take a look at using AI to generate these remarks. So you can see the big orange button for generate AI remarks. We'll tap on that. Again, it'll open up the slide over for terms and conditions. Again, just make sure you're reviewing this information for accuracy purposes, fair housing purposes. You know, we've done some changes to our model to hopefully avoid inaccuracies and fair housing violations. But again, just make sure you're getting the information. We will click agree. We've got some options here. Tones, perspectives, and length. So if we drop this down, we've got warm and inviting tone. Got persuasive and engaging, professional and formal, concise and direct, scripted and detailed. And then underneath the perspectives, we have buyer-centric, location-driven, architectural design, investment-oriented, a community perspective, and a luxury perspective. And then length, how long do you want it to be? Short, medium, or long? You see the associated characters there beside each of those as well. Click on short, we'll generate. You do have 5 as the ability to generate up to 5 of these. So after that, you know, option will go away. You won't be able to generate any more. You can't also like add 2 options at once. You'll see it'll generate multiple options here. You can't import both at once. But you can kind of mix and match between some options like. So I'll show you guys how that works in a second here. We're going to do one more, and then we'll pick an option and add it into the editor. Generate that. Well, it's loading. We'll open up option 1 again. Not going to read through the whole thing, but again, a pretty good first, step or attempt at writing those descriptions based off of. Again, we're working off of 2021 listing, so without making any edits, it's writing that detail. Make sure this is sort of your last-ish step because it's going to pull off of that previous data that you've entered. Any corrections or updated information that you've added in, it will pull from that. So just keep that in mind when you're generating these. All right, so we've got an option 2. Let's say that's the option that we like and we think it fits best. Click save. We'll add it straight into the editor here. We can make any edits. So this is not locked in. Delete text, edit text, make the feature you like to fit the kind of style of your listing. And then you can also pull text from additional options. So this option 1, again, if we wanted to use that, we could select it and save it. If we wanted to pull from it though, then maybe there's a sentence or 2 from that option that we liked that wasn't maybe included in option 2. Just copy paste the text. So you can come here, select that text, and just copy it, Command C or Control C on your keyboard, and then go back to the editor, paste it in. Here you go. So you're able to pretty easily mix and match from those various options and put those into your mark. So kind of grab whatever, and obviously you can use this text, put it on social, use it for different marketing materials, etc. So again, that's the AI remarks feature. Again, hopefully help you guys save some time, expedite this process a little bit, and generally just make this process a little bit simpler. So any questions on both of the straightforward? Cool. All right, we'll cover 1 or 2 more things, and then we'll kind of wrap up for today. We'll jump to features and rooms. Slightly different experience from Legacy. We've got these little plus symbols beside each of these bedrooms, bathrooms, and half baths. So you can just click plus on each of those, add those rooms in. You can also add in a custom room, or not custom, but an additional room as well. Click that add room, select the room type. additional room details, again, linked with features. And then click save. If you want to delete and make any edits, obviously you got those options there. Add additional levels right here at the top, click that, add in upper, add in lower, plus buttons beside all those bedrooms, bathrooms, to add those in. And then down here at the bottom, totaling everything above. So easy to kind of just quickly calculate out everything you've added above and have to manually calculate out those bedrooms, bathrooms, levels, and rooms. And then scrolling up again, you can delete, add levels, collapse all these, expand each of these to see additional options and views for all these. And then top right, you'll see that it's auto saving. Again, just like Legacy, auto saves as you're working through it. You can also click save by clicking the listing actions, clicking that save draft button. Also preview this draft and share it, just like Legacy. I can't select that option right now because I have some outstanding required fields. But if I were to click preview, it'll open into that new tab. You'll see that information on kind of single web page format to read those details and then send those on to your clients. Click share draft. And that will then allow you to add your clients, broker, managers, emails, and share that out to them before actually going live. So again, same features as in Legacy. And then toggle back to Legacy, very straightforward. Just click on this return to Legacy option. Top right there, click back to Legacy. And it will then import that data straight back to the classic experience. Give it a second to load here. Just like that, back to Legacy. And like easy enough to transition back and forth. I'll jump back to the main listing management editor here. Again, toggle this on or off here at the top to set that as your default. Turning on will also affect your other listings in various statuses. If you have other drafts, other listings that are, live or under contract, etc., this will also turn it on for those listings as well. So just keep that in mind. It's a turn on for everything or turn off for everything experience. And then kind of just wrapping up, what else is coming in the new experience? We've got object detection and photos with the ability to add these features directly to listings. So again, using AI, read those photos, see those features, add them quickly to the configured feature section. Again, just trying to expedite and move that process along even more quickly. And then additional features coming soon. We've got a lot of stuff that we're working on that I think you guys will hopefully find helpful. And so we're constantly adding and improving to this experience. If you have feedback, suggestions.
How about an app? Like besides the app that you guys not have?
Like besides Nestle.
Is
So
there any updates coming to that? Because I feel like that app is like a decade behind.
you might be referring to MLS Touch,
Yeah.
not necessarily. Yeah, so MLS Touch, and I can kind of just give a preference to both of those. MLS Touch is technically not our app. It's maintained by a company called CoreLogic, which powers basically anything you do in search. That's kind of the backend experience that powers a lot of MLSs. They do have a roadmap of updating that. We don't have obviously much control on that side of things because it's their product. On the Nestle side, that is our app. So we're able to make updates. You do have the ability to edit high level information on the listing side currently, and we're adding a bunch of additional features to that app as well. Primarily, it's kind of client-centered, client agent centered for collaboration, but there's search there. You can access private remarks as well as view listing docs. So Nestle is going to be kind of the answer to your question there is we're going to update that with more features that you guys want and move more quickly than MLS Touch app. So good feedback.
Daenerys, are you using Nestle?
No,
Okay.
Have you tried it at all?
no, I will.
Yeah, try
Okay.
it. So yeah, just
Is anyone in here using Nestle? Okay.
so
Hans is using it. Okay, great. He's not here, but he's using it.
Sweet.
Okay.
What's that you're saying, Nestle?
Nestle. So if you go to the top of right here, or just go to your app store. I'll just pull this up just so you guys can
Okay.
get some context to it. But search Nestle in Play Store, iOS Store, or iOS App Store. This is our client collaboration app. Primarily, again, we're adding a bunch of additional features to it, but that gives you the ability to share this with your client, they can search from this experience, it's fully branded to you, so it's not, they're not seeing, Zillow agent, agents on Zillow or Redfin or whatever else platform they're searching on. You can message back and forth with them, you can, it's pulling our data obviously real time, so you can search for information on the agent side. We've got high level, listing editing, like I mentioned, and then you can see their activity, so once they're in the app, using it, looking at listings, you can see everything they're viewing. Now it'll start a conversation. So again, this is free.
So Nestly is the agent's app.
It's an agent client app. So
It is
client-
for the client.
for both.
Okay.
There's just different experiences. So when you go to
Okay.
log in, if you guys download this,
It'll say agent or buyer.
exactly. Yeah, make sure you click on agent to log in. Don't click on
Yeah.
client consumer. Log in with your Bright credentials. Don't create new account because your account's already created. You just need to log in with your Bright. So just,
Okay.
yeah, so make sure you do that. Don't create a new one. Yep, it's all good. It should just give you an error if you try to log in otherwise, but yeah. That was Nestle. Any questions on that or MLS Touch? Any additional ones? I'll do that as well.
Are we able to get into like property disclosure, like associated docs and all that?
Yeah, so you have access, so that's another difference in MLS Touch, it requires, there's on the technical side, there's something weird there, but you log in, exactly, you have to log in every time. On Nestle, you don't have to do that. It'll open instantly and you can save that down to your phone, share it to your clients directly. So between honestly that feature and being able to see private remarks, I think are great.
Does it allow you to share without having to save it to your phone?
Yeah, click the share button on the bottom.
And it'll click, obviously, open your apps that you can share. Through.
Yeah. Messages, WhatsApp, whatever you want to share. Yeah, for sure. That's great. I think we've got some really good features coming in Nestle, for sure. And I'll just finish up, and obviously I've got some time here, so I'm happy to take additional Q&A if you guys have it, but this is my Calendly link. Again, I'm the customer success coach for this office in the area, so if you guys have additional questions, you want to connect with me quickly, got some business cards as well, but this is my Calendly link. You can schedule 15-minute calls with me, having to hop on just a quick Zoom and talk over whatever it is you're having issues with. Search, CMA, whatever it may be. So feel free to take a picture of that or jot it down. And then I've got some cards as well. So I'll just leave that up. Sorry.
Do you have a question, Amber?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of exactly what it was.
Okay. Fair.
Okay. Well, that is it, guys. I appreciate the time. Again, I'll stick around for a bit. You guys have any additional break questions or anything? Happy to answer this if you got it.
Yeah, I mean, do you have any specific, first of all, like, I mean, obviously, with the AI integration, like, that's amazing. Do you have anything on actually how agents can set their listings apart? Any tips or tricks that they can use to?
Yeah, so I would say we're not here to not necessarily provide the opportunity to set it apart. We're just like the data entry side of things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't want to misspeak and give wrong information other than, I would write a compelling description. I would put in professional photos. I would do all the things to provide the most amount of information in your listings possible.
Okay.
Those are kind of the tips. There's probably other ways that you can position your listing that you probably hear from your broker or the other leaders in your company. But on our side, just make sure everything's filled out completely and you're adding as much information as possible because that's going to expose it to other agents and their clients. Hopefully that was kind of in line with what you're looking for. Cool.
Get your card.
Yeah, sure.
Any other questions? Okay, nothing in the chat on Zoom. I appreciate those of you that are on Zoom. And
Thanks for that. I'll if you shoot me an email, I'll get in touch about that.
Will do. I was gonna say, can I give his contact info? You can shoot me over to.
I'm gonna pause the recording. We're gonna hang out here. Don't anybody go away. because we do have Kevin Elworth, he should be here, in a bit, and we have a really great training coming up at 12 too. So if you want to hang out here, you want to go grab a cup of coffee, get some water, do what you need to do.